It's so difficult to beat at TD Garden. Why are they so hard to beat there? Is it just the crowd or is it something else?
They're comfortable at home. They feed off that crowd. That crowd is tough. They're rowdy. They get after our fans that are there and then us on the court. So it's a very tough place to play. Those young guys, they feed off that crowd. They feed off that energy, which is tough to do in Boston.
Go ahead, C.
Go ahead.
Apologies. The series you guys played, it was jarring to me, the discrepancy between the home road. And I thought for the Celtics, that would, whoever advanced, but for the Celtics ended up advancing, that would then change in the next rounds. It hasn't. You played 41 road games during the regular season and then the 3 in Boston. Or the 4 in Boston. What is different? Is it a better home court advantage than other places, or is it just their guys are better for some reason at home than they are on the road?
I think their guys are better at home so far. I mean, that's what the numbers have proven so far throughout the playoffs. But that's why everybody fights for home court standings in the playoffs. They know how big the home court could be. To get Game 7 on your home court and have a crowd behind you instead of going against them makes things much easier for them.
Yeah, one of the X factors for the Celtics has been their coach. Very seldom do we see as much attention on the coach as we've seen with Brad there in Boston with their 2 superstars being out of the lineup. Give me some things that you have witnessed in going to battle against the Celtics, the adjustments that he made that you said, wow, okay, now this coach is on a different level.
Yeah, each game he made adjustments, game by game, and sometimes in-game adjustments, which is frustrating to see sometimes how they change rotations, change if they're going to trap the ISOs or force you to play one-on-one. Bradley does a great job of pinning his guys in positions to score. I mean, they're a deep team, and each guy on the court, even their 5-man, Aaron Baines, is out there shooting up and down jump shots. So he does a great job of pinning different bodies on different guys for matchups and just trying to take certain things away for the team's success.
Chris, is this where you thought the series would be right now with the Cavs trailing 3-2? I don't know what you thought going in, but is it playing out the way you thought it might?
A little bit. I mean, last night was a huge game for them. They pulled it out. We were in the same situation during our series, and we thought we could get a win on the road for Game 5 in Boston. Couldn't get it done. You see LeBron trying to do it by himself. It's going to be hard. He's going to need all those guys around him to help out and hit some shots.
Yeah, I'm not going to call you a role player. Nick and I watch you all the time. But anytime you play with a superstar, a lot of times that's what the conversation is. You play with Giannis. It's just like kind of playing with LeBron. It's all the other players. You thrive with that, though. How much pressure is on the Cavs and the role players when you're playing with a superstar?
Yeah, I mean, they're probably feeling it a little bit right now. I mean, LeBron, he's going to score, but for them to win, he's got to get his assists. He's got to get in the paint and kick out and get the other guys involved. What he's trying to do, he's not going to be able to do it by himself against that team.
Here's what I know. If the Cavs get the contribution in Game 7, because I believe they're going to win Game 6 at home, if they get a contribution from their non-superstar, the way the Bucks did from Chris Middleton in Game 7, they'll win that basketball game. Chris, you had 32 points in Game 7. In that series, I think you shot...
I told him before we got on the segment, if he was on the Cavs, they'd be in the final.
Oh, no question about it. Like, he's giving them more production than their second and third best players combined. Like, in the playoffs, you were really good in the regular season. I thought you had an argument to be an all-star, but you didn't make. You were really good in the regular season. In the playoffs, you shot 60% from the field, averaged 25 points a game, and I think 61% from 3, which sounds make-believe.
Yeah.
Usually that means you were 3 out of 5, but no, you were shooting a bunch of threes. That was against the best defense in the NBA. Why do you think you succeeded so much against a defense that has strangled almost everyone on the Cavs but LeBron?
For some reason, I was able to get into a rhythm. I was able to get to my spots. You know, they threw a lot of different guys at me to length, size, speed. Even when Marcus Smart came back, just his toughness. But I was able to get to my spots and shoot over guys, use my length. And my teammates did a great job of setting me up for the most part.
All right, so I got a follow-up question on that. Because the analytics community of which I'm a part of says there is no such thing as being in the zone. There's no such thing as a hot streak, that's all make-believe.
There's a lot of nerds now.
I watched you. I watched KD the first 2 games of the Rockets-Warriors series. visually, I feel like there's absolutely such thing as being in the zone. There's absolutely such thing as catching fire. Did you feel that? Do you think that is a real thing? And as a player, does the basket appear to get bigger?
Definitely so. I mean, you see 2 or 3 in a row go in, you think anything you throw up is going to go, it's going to drop for you, and that's the way I felt during that series. I had a lot of great looks that they went in. I had a lot of looks that I didn't think they were going to go in, and they ended up going in for me also.
The reason why that you've ascended to being a star player is because your work ethic. People don't know you or watch your game just reading about how you've worked to get to this point. You have Giannis and yourself. What are some of the things you're working on this offseason to get ready to take the Bucks and the new coach there to that next level?
Right now, I've been in the weight room for the last 2 or 3 weeks. It's just
you already? I mean, the season's not even over with, bro.
Yeah, just getting
That's
ready.
awesome.
Getting ready though for the next year. I want to have even a better year. I want to get further. I want to be still playing at this time. So I want to work on my body, get as strong as I can, get healthy. So just gotta take it step by step. I haven't really thought about necessarily what I want to add to my game for the next season, but that'll come in the next couple of weeks.
Chris, one of the more fun people that we've enjoyed following this season has been Giannis, watching him sort of develop, not just on social media, where he's had a lot of fun and it's been entertaining for us, but on the court as well. Just give me, what's he like as a teammate, as a friend, as a player? I mean, if there's a guy that looks like he's having fun when he's playing basketball, it's Giannis.
It's definitely Giannis. I mean, he just wants to have fun out there. He wants to win. He wants to compete. To have a guy like that on the side of you is great. He's an incredible talent. He's a great guy, a great teammate. You know, I'm glad I have him by my side.
Do you have, real quick before you go, do you have a great, like, Giannis welcome to America story? We've heard about the first time he had smoothies. I read a story about him taking food home from the team cafeteria because he couldn't believe there was so. Is there a great, maybe people don't know it, Giannis early days story?
How he was addicted to watching Coming to America. I mean, he couldn't speak English that well, so he had to watch movies like a lot of people do. And Coming to America was one of his favorites. That he would come through quoting, trying to sound like Eddie Murphy and whatnot.
That's amazing. That's great.
That's awesome. All right, Chris, thanks so much for hanging out with us.
Success.
Thank you for coming by.
All the best to you. Stick with the weight room stuff. Big fan. Big fan. That was my takeaway. Love having